Howdy do and how do you do, Skipperman Gaming here, and welcome back to Clash Royale. And as you'll notice, I made it to Arena 7, the Royal Arena, and I now have access to every single card in the game. Oh wait, I was too slow. Okay, well at least we have some chests open, so maybe we can get at least one of these cards from the Royal Arena. I'm hoping that should let me turn the sound down a bit. Just ever so slightly. It's a bit loud. Okay. Nope, nothing in there. Maybe this one will prove more fruitful. Crap. Okay. Nope, nothing. But we can watch some replays. So, what do I want to show first? Lots of replays. Okay, alright. Okay, well, I shared some in here. Let's see. I shared one. I know I did. Okay. Let me pause while I find it. Fortunately, the one I wanted to show you is no longer available. However, I will show you this one instead. It's me fighting an arrow lure deck. Okay. Sorry that the sound just lagged a bit there. Okay, whoops, sorry. Okay, skip back in. I don't know why it lagged there for a second. That was kind of weird. Maybe it won't show up, and I don't even know. But I am facing a level 8. Fortunately, most of the people I fought were level 8s. However, I did have to beat a level 10 to get into the Royal Arena. I mean, not as my final battle. I did have to beat at least one level 10 and several level 9s to get into the Royal Arena. And this guy, he's using an arrow lure deck. However, the hog trifecta actually works very well against arrow lure decks, and it's a very popular strategy in the meta at the moment. And I can see why. It's very good. It's not the most popular. The mini P.E.K.K.A. Princess Miner decks are probably the most popular in the meta at the moment. However, they're definitely up there, right behind the P.E.K.K.A. Double Prince, which I will be showcasing that strategy as soon as I get the Dark Prince. Very excited for that. But I have Zap as well as Valkyrie and Poison to make sure arrow lure decks aren't very effective against this particular one. And he caught me at an elixir deficit, so that was definitely a disadvantage. However, you know, he only got like 400 damage off or something. Yeah. And that was obnoxious, and I knew I'd have to waste my poison on that, even though I really didn't want to. And it was a bit of a waste of a poison. But, you know, I didn't have much choice if I wanted to save my tower. Pulled the hog, you know, just use the musketeer as a distraction. Let me turn it down some, sorry. It's probably really loud. My voice isn't quite right. Up to standard because I had trouble sleeping last night. And Pokemon Go, fortunately, I did manage to get my video out before most people. I recorded it at like, it was late when I recorded it. I recorded it in a couple of different parts. Anyways, I managed to get it out early, and that was really good because I wasn't expecting to be able to get it to the mall. However, fortune favored me, and Pokemon Go is really awesome. I haven't had much chance to get outside because I've been stranded at my grandmother's house. However, I do plan to do more episodes of it. I already have a few that I have pre-recorded. I just can't upload them until I have a Wi-Fi connection. And we pulled out the wing of the Hog, the good old trusty Hog. I mean, they nerfed him in the last update, but it really didn't do too much. He's still almost just as strong, because he attacks defenses, okay? So, like, the nerf didn't really affect him too much. Okay. We'll watch a couple more. Alright, this one is against Fran. What's with that sound glitching? There we go. Okay. I don't want to make this video too long, but I just want to show you some of the battles I had to do to get here. But fortunately, like my last few battles, I only had to face level 8s, which I was very fortunate for that. My Hog Trifecta deck, I've almost mastered it, I would say. It helps because it has a lot of the same cards that I use in most of my decks, like Hog and Valkyrie. Musketeer is just an insult to injury. Ooh, did you hear that neck crack? Okay. I don't know if my audio is going to be the best because, then again, it never is, so you guys are probably used to it. Yeah, that Valkyrie's going down. However, the elixir collectors are very useful for giving me the lead on my opposition. It also forces him to make the first move. Oh, and also they removed the elixir overcharge, which is slightly tough to get used to. It was basically a thing where, like, if you waited, like, at 10, you could still get, like, another elixir instantly after using one, like, if you timed it right. But it's not in the game. But it does make it a bit more simple, I suppose. And I can sort of understand what they're doing with that. Got the Hog Rider and Skeletons for backup. Skeletons are mostly just a really good cycle card, but they are very good for stopping Princes, Mini P.E.K.K.A.s, and Hog Riders. They do a lot of DPS for their size. However, and he did probably one of the best free spells I've ever seen. Props out to you, friend. Ended up getting him like several hundred hit points of damage extra on that power. And he did not deploy that bomb tower very accurately. My Hog got a good bit of damage off on his tower before it could stop it. And here we got the double Musketeer. I cannot wait to get the 3 Musketeers. They're gonna be beastly. Just own face. Hog Rider coming in. We pulled him flawlessly, if I do say so myself. He placed that phrase, but it was ultimately a waste because we still had plenty of elixir to place that Musketeer. I mean, not Musketeer, Valkyrie to stop it. I love the Valkyrie. My Valkyrie is almost level 7, and she's gonna be total beast that just wrecks everything when she does finally turn level. Wait, what level did I say? I meant level 7. I'm not sure if I said level 5. I feel like I might have. This guy and his freeze, man. I mean, I gotta say, some of his freeze deployments were spot on. Some of them, just not too great. I mean, after you knew I had the Valkyrie, I was basically onto him and always had some elixir saved over for that freeze spell. Okay, so we will watch one more replay. And this replay, I mean, you can already see that, like, when I win the replays, but it gives me a massive, whopping 40 cups. I mean, it's because he had over 100 trophies, 120 trophies more than I did. So, I knew even if this guy lost, he wasn't going to suffer too much consequences, because he was already in the Royal Arena, and he wasn't dropping out either. He was just sort of facing me. He probably just got in the Royal Arena, though, recently. He has got both of the wizards, both of the casters, and the bomb. Bomber's actually quite good after they buffed him, gave him a damage buff. He's basically a wizard that has less hit points and can't shoot air, but he does good damage. You can't deny that. Don't underestimate the bomber. He hits hard. An ice wizard. I was impressed he had one of those. They are pretty good. He also has a Royal Giant. I figure this is probably a Royal Giant cycle deck. But I have a cannon, which gives me a pretty big advantage over that Royal Giant. He has a fireball. After that, I had to be a little more careful with my Elixir Collector placing, after I figured out he had that, but no big deal. This guy's wasting a bit of Elixir maxing out. Oh, sorry. I will worry about notifications later. Turn Do Not Disturb. I don't know if that works, though. Spear Goblins do a good amount of DPS, but that Valkyrie and her AI allowed her to take out the Spear Goblins and damage her tower. The AI in this game is pretty great most of the time. And Pokemon Go. Let's talk about Pokemon Go some. I will be uploading more videos for that. There's just no easy way for me to record it with the resources I have available to me, unfortunately. And if I'm being totally honest, I think it's the least good of the Pokemon games to this day. However, it is getting the most exposure, which is very interesting, and I'm curious as to the reason of that. I'm actually not 100% sure, but I guess it's because it forces people to go outside and put themselves in situations they won't normally be in. Why does he keep going to sleep? Get out of their comfort zone and meet new people, you know, exercise and stuff. I guess that's a good enough explanation. I don't know. In terms of gameplay and quality, every other Pokemon game is more well-balanced and polished than Pokemon Go is. Still a great game, I love it though. I mean, it's free. And did you hear that deep voice, Valkyrie? That was great. Oh, this is a big push. Can we get rid of it though? Valkyrie is great for just that very thing. Push that thing. Valkyrie Zap or Valkyrie Poison is great push Valkyrie. One of my faves. I really thought the Valkyrie was going to get another shot off, but that Ice Wizard, man, he did the job well. And might as well zap here. Just make sure everything dies there. Now this guy's definitely playing well. However, I got to jump on him, and he has no elixir to spare to deal with this push. And he misplaced those fire spirits and they cost him the game. And GG in the Royal Arena. Now I will be getting the every card in this arena eventually. It's only a matter of time though. Please give me something. Nope. Okay. But I know okay, maybe not the princess, but I will be getting both epics. It'll just take me a while. I just gotta be patient and wait for them to appear in the shop. But I will not be doing any battles while I'm here, just because I'm too scared. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Adios, amigos.